It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Good shot, good shot.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Brennan. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Back to throw. Brennan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a man who spent his college years on Rocky Top. It's Tyler Bray.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it. It gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on third down, Brennan. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to the tight end, Pettigrew. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 34. 7 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, Brennan. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brennan. And that is caught by Marshall for a jet touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And he's got Rodgers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Mike partner.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bears get a bit closer. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. So we reach an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And for Poole here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll roll it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 7. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 22. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brennan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. From the gun, Brennan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. On 1st down, Lawrence, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle, taken in. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big... And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 4th down, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now they try the right side here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's in. Entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.